Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. We have a special announcement tonight, a special show. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Yes, won't you be my neighbor? Let's bring on our co-host real quick. We have tonight. We have Mr. Winters, the undeniable, totally reliable Mr. Winters.
Brother Papa Paul, what's going on? And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I'm excited about this big announcement, man. I mean, definitely.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's big. It's going places.
We got somebody else. We got somebody else in the back too.
Yes, we're gonna bring on our here and there co-host, our young man of the bunch, the one who's got a brother who's going to be a future Miami Dolphins. We hope and pray.
Absolutely,
Mr. Ethan. How you doing?
What's going on?
What's up, man?
Doing good tonight? Doing good?
Hey, I'm doing. Hey, Winters, you know I had to wear my Marlin stuff today. We walked you off
today.
Look,
I'll give you a little doggy clap for that. You know, we still got that best record in baseball. We're good. We're fine. It's okay.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Talking a little baseball, I'll tell you what, since Ray's got that new uniform, they've been doing pretty damn good.
Best team in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies. It's still early in the season. I'm not worried about
it. It's way early for
way early.
Not how you start, it's how you finish. We all know that.
Trust me, we know. Trust me.
If anybody knows, the Dolphin fans know.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, guys, we're gonna bring you an announcement, but we're gonna talk a little bit of football real quick. We have a huge class of rookies and walk-ons trying to find a spot on the Miami Dolphins team. I don't know if y'all seen the list, but it's a lot of people on that list. See if I can pull it up. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but hey, the more the merrier. We can find a diamond in the rough.
I'll say this. A lot of the fans in the Miami Dolphins community complained about depth. We finally are starting to get depth, and that's the beautiful thing about it. I know a lot of the draft picks were not popular by a lot of the fans, but in the same sense, though, you got to understand what we need. It's about the needs, not the wants.
Yes.
And I think we got a whole bunch of needs.
The picks might not always be flashy, but I mean, it'll help out, especially like you said with depth.
Yeah, it's hey, we've been known to find a lot of the diamonds in the rough with the UDFAs and stuff. And who knows, we can find some more. So anybody have you all seen the list at all? You two? No?
I don't know.
Well, it's trying to see if I can find it real quick. Full list. Here we go. There's people I've never even heard of half these names. Come on, what's going on here? The Dolphins' 7 draft picks and the 12 undrafted rookies and another 27 players, including one NFL veteran. I don't know if y'all saw that. He's trying to make a comeback. I don't know how well he'll do. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Not at all. Enlighten us.
Let me see if I can find him. He's been actually out of the system for, I think, 4 years. And he's, I think, a defensive lineman. But if I remember his stats correctly, his stature and all, he's actually lost a couple pounds. I think he's down to he was 285 when he left. He's down to 265, I think, now. Let's go over just who we have listed here. First of all, there's Bradley Ashmore, offensive line from Vanderbilt, tryout.
Got you.
Tyler Bentley, defensive tackle, Pittsburgh, tryout. Quentin Bivens, defensive tackle, Southern Miss, tryout. Ireland Brown, center, Rutgers, tryout. Jaquan Burton, wide receiver, Florida Atlantic. Jalen Campbell, wide receiver, Incarnate Word, tryout. Jeffrey Canton Urku, linebacker, Memphis, tryout. Jordan Colbert, safety, Rhode Island. I believe that's one of the UDFAs. Nick Correa, offensive line, Rhode Island, tryout. Storm Duck, cornerback, Louisville. We all heard of him. I think he might have a possibility of making the team from what I've heard and seen already.
He's pretty good. He actually played at Carolina. You know, I'm a big Carolina fan. He played there before he went to Louisville, so I know a little bit about him.
Yeah, and I'm sure if he makes a team, you're going to have to get one of the shirts where he's standing over a player and he's looking down on him and saying, "You've been ducked."
Yeah.
Samson Evans, running back, Eastern Michigan. He's going to have a tough time with our running backs we have already. I mean, if he can make the practice squad, it's a step up for the boy, Taiwan Francis, safety, Temple, tryout. Aaron Frost, offensive line, Arizona State, tryout. And if you've heard of any of these guys, know anything about them, speak up, guys.
I don't know much about any of them. I mean, the only one I really know about Storm Duck. I mean, and when he was at Carolina, I mean, I thought he was pretty good. I mean, some games he'd be hit or miss, but I mean, and most of the time he'd be a good guy on the field for you.
Right. I don't know anything about anybody. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Paul. I have no idea. Ethan probably knows way more than I do right now. I have no idea about nobody, bro.
I don't. I only know a few college players, and I haven't even heard of these. Gavin Hardison, the quarterback from UTEP, I don't know if he was the one we drafted or the UDFA we got. But I've already heard some good things about him actually coming out of camp, mini camp and all.
That's good.
He's 6'2", 206 pounds, quarterback. And actually for a rookie quarterback, that's a good size to be starting out with going into the NFL because you're going to put some weight on the boy just in workouts and feeding him and stuff.
Right.
Jamoy Hodge, linebacker, TCU, tryout. Isaiah Johnson, defensive back, Syracuse. That's one, I think, of the UDFAs. Matthew Jones, because I don't remember all the players we drafted. I know some of them. Matthew Jones, offensive line, Ohio State. Mohamed Kamara, edge, Colorado. I've heard some good things about him because he's the one that we picked up in the 5th round, and he is not happy about going in the 5th round. He was expected to go sooner.
Sounds like we got a steal then. To expect to go sooner and let's go.
Yeah, he was. A lot of people expected him to go sooner. He thought he was going to go sooner, and he's turning that into Mr. John O'Hanlon.
What's on, brother?
Yeah, he's turning that frustration of not going sooner on the field and turning it up. We're just talking about Mohamed Kamara, the edge.
And I was reading a story the other day. We picked up a guy. I think he played at South Florida, and he was a basketball player. But we picked him up, and he's playing football now. The Dolphins. He was one of the undrafted free agent guys.
I was just reading a story about.
He's never played football, but he's very athletic.
Right.
Hey, it could work. You never know.
Yeah, I'm going down the whole list of the rookie mini camp, all the tryouts and UDFAs. Mario Kendricks, defensive line from Virginia Tech, tryout. Lee, hell if I know how to say his last name, Kapogba, Kpogba, linebacker, West Virginia, tryout.
That was a good attempt.
That's all. I mean, looking at how it's spelled, Kapogba. I mean, what else can you say? He started his collegiate career at Syracuse, made a brief stop at East Mississippi Community College of Last Chance U fame before landing at West Virginia in 2022. Mika Leon, quarterback, Florida, tryout. Now, this guy, he's 6'5", 225 pounds. And we don't have none of our Gator guys like Shake or anybody or Pamela in here to tell us what he's like.
Right.
Because I know nothing about him. But 6'5", 225 pounds is a good size for a quarterback.
Right.
Yeah, you can definitely see over the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely about that.
Aaron Lynch, linebacker, South Florida tryout. Jason Maitre, cornerback, Wisconsin tryout. Byron Matos, offensive tackle, South Florida. I think that's him. That's the guy. Yeah, that's the basketball player. Yeah. He's from is Dominican Republic native who played basketball in New Mexico and South Florida USF before walking on to the USF football team. So he did play a little bit of football at USF.
I think he was an athlete. I mean, give him a try. I think that's a good move.
If you're an all-around athlete like that, there's no reason to let him try out.
Yeah, you're looking for that diamond in the rough. So
exactly, that's what I was saying. We have not only the UDFAs that we brought on and the ones we drafted. There was 27 other players they picked up for tryouts and stuff.
Right.
Tresman Marshall, linebacker, Alabama tryout. Heard of him, John?
Nope.
I said earlier, if you heard of any of these people and that I'm saying, just speak up on them. And then we have one that Patrick McMorris, safety from Cal.
Yeah, that was one of our draft picks, our 6th rounder.
Yeah. Andrew Meyer, offensive line from UTEP. 6'3", 295 pounds. He played center for the team for all 4 seasons. So never know. Trey Morrison, cornerback, Wingate, tryout.
I don't know him. Wingate's kind of close to my home area, but I don't know him.
He's 6 foot, 180-pound corner. Recorded 9.5 interceptions, or 9 interceptions, 9.5 tackles for loss, and 57 passes defended in his career at Wingate. Grayson Murphy, defensive line, UCLA. 6'2", 249-pound defensive lineman. Transferred from North Texas and recorded 18 tackles for loss and 10 sacks in 2 seasons at UCLA.
Well, if he's a defensive lineman, he'll be a linebacker in the NFL if he makes it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Alex Nobles, linebacker, Florida International, tryout. He had a few seasons back up at North Carolina.
What's his name again? Say it again.
Alex Nobles.
I don't know.
Patrick Paul, he's our draft offensive tackle.
He's huge. I saw a picture.
He's got a super long wingspan. I mean,
I saw a picture of him today with some other players. I mean, he's like a couple heads taller than all the guys, and I was like, wow.
Leonard Payne, defensive line, Colorado. 6'3", 301 pounds, former Fresno State lineman. Joined Colorado in 2023 and recorded 3 sacks with a forced fumble. Mark Perry, safety, TCU. Chop Robinson, of course. We know him.
Yep.
Yeah, both our edge rushers have, chips on their shoulders because of where they got drafted and who overlooked them.
Right.
Yeah. There's a few players we picked up that they do have chips on their shoulders, and they're turning it up in minicamp from what I've seen or heard and stuff. Hayden Rucci tight end, Wisconsin. Spent the majority of his career as a blocking tight end and was credited by PFF with allowing only 2 pressures on 180 pass blocking snaps in 2023. That sounds like someone up McDaniel's alley.
Yeah.
Jalen Sammy, defensive tackle, Michigan State tryout. Jordan Smith.
He'll make the team just because of his first name.
Jalen, yeah. I have the perfect photo. You know, you have a Coach McDaniel just hollering out Jalen. You got half the bench standing up saying, "Yeah, Coach."
I mean, a ton of people named Jalen. And you drafted a new running back too. His name's Jalen.
We drafted, yeah. So there's 4 right there.
Right.
You know, and he makes it. That'll be 5. And who knows? I think there was another one somewhere along the line that was. I mean, it's just Jalen was a popular name back then.
It was.
It's just gonna be funny at fucking 53-man fucking practices, and then the film room where everybody's in the room, and the coach says Jalen, and about 4 people says, "Hey."
Yeah.
At the same time, that's going to be the funniest shit ever.
Well, this is funny here now. Talking about Jalen Sammy, defensive tackle, Michigan State tryout. The defensive tackle was listed by the Spartans at a massive 6'7", 330 pounds.
Damn.
But is listed by the Dolphins at 6'4", 333 pounds.
That's still a big boy.
Yeah, he spent the first 5 seasons of his collegiate career at Colorado. So he must have only played he must have played his last part of his last year or whatever at Michigan State. Jordan Smith, tight end, Temple, tryout. Katero Summers, wide receiver, Rhode Island, tryout. I believe it's Katero because it's Kahtero. Sounds about what it'd be. Andrew Theobald, offensive tackle, Northwest Missouri State tryout. 6'5", 312 pounds. And he was a left tackle. Yeah, I think he could have a good chance at least making the practice squad. Have to see. Noah Tumlin, cornerback, San Diego State, tryout. Malik Washington, wide receiver, Virginia, our draftee, 6th round. Taj Washington, wide receiver, USC. He was our 7th round draftee. LaDamian Webb, running back, South Alabama. Another tryout, another running back. Running backs, I think, might have a tough time with the running backs that we have altogether. I mean, that's the 2, 3 here. I mean, that's giving us like 8 running backs right now.
Well, you got to remember, some of these kids are going to work out. And then if we have injuries, they'll bring them in, put them on the practice squad.
Yeah, well, exactly. If they like what they see, they'll either bring them to the practice squad or let them go and hopefully be able to get them to the practice squad if they need them later or something.
Yep.
There's someone, it can't hurt for a tryout. What do you have to lose?
Right.
You didn't get drafted. You didn't get picked up as a UDFA. You want to play football. And the team's going to let you try out.
And then if Miami doesn't pick you up, somebody else might pick you up.
Right.
Exactly.
And there is options. I mean, if the NFL doesn't work out for you, you still got the UFL out there also, and you got the CFL. So you do have options.
Yeah.
You got the Canadian Football League. So
yeah.
Marquise Wilson, cornerback, Purdue tryout. Here's another one. Well, this is our other one that we drafted. This is our 4th Jalen. Jalen Wright, running back, Tennessee.
I think that was a great pick, especially, I mean, in the future, especially with Mostert's getting old, so Mostert's not going to be around, say, in 2-3 years. Him and A-Chain together, I mean, that's going to be great because he's quick.
Well,
so
there's a lot of talk about him from out there, just from other people and other sportscasters and things like that, that it was one of the best picks in the draft, they're saying.
Yeah, I'll watch his highlights. He's quick. He's shifty. So
he averaged 7.4 yards a carry in this year in Tennessee.
Right.
Yeah, and that was the last.
That's big football.
Yeah, Tennessee, that's big football. And that was the last one on the Miami's mini camp. So there's a lot of people there.
Well, for the team, they got nothing to lose by bringing in all these kids to try out.
Absolutely.
And for the kids, you know, if they can make a name for themselves and they don't make the 53 or the practice squad, they've already had their face in front of the team. So now you start getting injuries and they get a phone call, hey, you still in shape? Get your butt down here.
That's why it's so important for those guys, if they don't make it, to stay in shape throughout the season, because you never know when you're going to get the call. I mean, it might not be by the Dolphins, it might be by another team, but still, I mean, you're still in shape, you're ready to roll.
Okay.
And some of those names you'll see in the UFL next spring.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And there's, like Winters was saying, there's plenty of options. I mean, UFL, CFL, and there's arena football. I mean, if you want to play football, there's plenty of options for you to play.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Indoor football league. I forgot about that also. You got the indoor football league as well.
Yep.
So you have options out there. I mean, the ultimate goal for every football player is the NFL. We all know that. But there are other options out there now. So if you don't make it to the NFL and have to go to one of these other options and actually blow up at one of these other options, why not? The NFL will come back. They might look at you and say, hey, maybe we might have sat there and didn't see something in this kid the first time, or he could have had to improve on other things the first time for him to get to that next echelon, the upper echelon.
Yeah.
So
and there's plenty of examples too. I mean, before the XFL and the USFL merged to make the UFL, there's a lot of guys that would get called for, I mean, whatever. I mean, maybe practice squad, but I mean, still, that's you getting there, you know.
right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a plenty of opportunity. If I would have had any type of opportunity like that when I was young, I probably would have jumped on it because I like playing football. I didn't get anything out of it in high school. I wanted to play football though. I did have a chance when I was actually 21, but the season was over with for the year, but he wanted me to join the following year. Was the coach at Northeastern University up in Boston. He wanted me to come try out for the team. He was going to get me on the team, he said, no matter what. Which, you know, maybe not, I don't know. But he actually, I think he actually got canned because of fooling around with some of the female students.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he was out drinking with some of his team and stuff.
Wow.
But he was a head coach there. So go ahead and talk. Give me 1 second, and then we're going to be making a big announcement here.
All right, we're giving you the second.
How many people we got watching, Paul?
There's only like 5 right now. I'm trying to get some more through Twitter, but usually we get a lot when Big E sees it and
yeah, well, people aren't used to us being on Sunday night.
Absolutely.
I know. I understand that.
Yeah, this is a definite impromptu.
Yes, it is a button down. I have a couple of them. Somebody asked a question about my shirt. I saw it pop up in the chat.
Yeah, my cousin Michael Winters.
Yeah, I have a couple different button downs.
Yeah, John only wears the button downs and polos.
That's it. If it don't have a collar where I can keep it away from my neck, I normally don't wear it.
Right.
And I am looking to try and get you a collared shirt in that new design.
Oh, you could do that, Pop Paul. I'll pay for it. No problem.
I'm not worried about that. That's just going to be for us only.
No, I'll still pay for it. I'm not, because they get more expensive. It's a lot more expensive than a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Right. The detail.
Yeah.
Detail and pattern.
Like I have a Metro Rails shirt, the Metro Rail boys, but I have it in a collared shirt. Cost me a little extra, but I didn't care.
That's your style.
Right.
What you like?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't find, for some reason, Tom is unavailable on Messenger right now.
You want me to jump off and text them?
I can text him.
Well,
I can just text him right here. Hold up.
Yeah, send copy the link if you can.
Yep, I got you. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
let's give him a couple. Yeah, give him a couple minutes before we make the announcement. We can talk about,
Oh, Michael Winters, doing good. I'm doing good, Michael Winters. I think everyone else is doing real good here tonight too, my brother.
Yeah, we all.
Yes, Santiago. It is a Sunday night special. We have a big announcement coming up, Santiago. WCFL DolFans Talk is going places, and you will hear about it here in a few minutes.
I sent it to him, so we'll see what give the response.
We're giving one of our other main co-hosts a chance to get on here. And
are the Knicks or Rangers playing right now?
The Knicks played earlier today.
They lost.
Yeah, they lost. They're tied 2-2.
Well, he might be drowning his sorrows in.
He may have drowned them already, and that's why he's not answering.
Might not want to come on.
Exactly. Well, matter of fact, someone else who just messaged him a little bit ago said he's waiting on an answer from him. So he's probably not going to come. San Diego says Knicks lost big time versus the Pacers today.
They did. I think they lost that game. They lost that game in the first quarter. I was watching that game, and I was just like, Indiana just did not let up.
No.
Okay, well, I told my wife I wouldn't be on here too long, and we're pushing a half hour already. But big announcement is we will be expanding our show in more ways than one. What's up, Hooked Up Joe? Thank you for joining us. We're going to be expanding our show. We're going to be doing shows on Saturday afternoons from 5 to 6 p.m. Let me confirm this is correct, or where'd you go? You gotta get out of there. It's actually 6 to 7 p.m. on Saturdays. 6 to 7 p.m. on Saturdays, and 5 to 6 p.m. on Mondays. Well, no, 6. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what you sent us.
Okay, 5 to 6 p.m. on Mondays, 6 to 7 p.m. on Saturdays. But we will also be live on Roku and Fire Stick TV under Huddle Sports Network. You can download the Huddle Sports Network app on your Roku stick or Fire Stick or on your Roku TV. And we will be on that channel on Mondays from 5 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 6 to 7 p.m. So we'll be live on TV, folks, and we will be doing the same type of show where we will have an open panel to guests who want to join us, guests from other teams that want to join us, all that. We will discuss Miami Dolphins football a majority of the time, except for when we have guests from other teams. We will let them talk about their team, and we'll ask them questions about their team, where they think their team's going, how they're looking, are they in a rebuild year, such stuff, nada. But other than that, that's the big news. We'll be live on TV starting tomorrow at 5 and 6 p.m. 5 to 6 p.m. They're 1-hour shows. We will be starting on time and ending right on time. So don't worry if
Mondays will
you're
be
late.
tough for me. I'll try to make it if I can.
Well, I understand. I know that's Dolphin Winter's main day off, but
Right.
like Friday nights were full up. Thursdays, they really only had morning times and early afternoons. The only other time besides these two times really were any time on Sundays. And Sundays is during the season. The only thing I could think of is doing an early show like 9 in the morning from anybody who's at an away game. If they have Wi-Fi where they're at, they can join in. But I was going to actually do live shows tailgating and stuff, and I'm still debating on that.
Well, we could do that because you and I will be at all the home games.
Yeah. And
Tom will be at some. Winners will be at some. We got to get Ethan down to the Rock.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of, expanding that to Sundays, but we'll be starting right away on Sundays also. So I don't know how well that is for anybody.
Well, if we're down there, I mean, we
Well,
can walk around. We can walk
I-
around showing the tailgates and the statues and the
Yeah,
stadium and
that'd be awesome.
for when we're down there. But I'm talking about now and
right.
this during the off season. If anybody's working on Sundays and stuff like that, I know Winners
I
does.
Right.
And I know sometimes, if the boss ain't around, he'll pop on or something.
Right.
He knows how to.
I can tell you, like, I'll come in for maybe a half an hour on Saturdays if I can. On my weekends, I work because I know I have to make sure stuff is right beforehand. So I'm just I'm like this, gentlemen. I think we should all congratulate ourselves because we've only been on for a little bit over a year, and now we're taking another step in this journey all together. So I think we should all give ourselves a round of applause for this. And I think we should all be proud. And I want to thank every single person that watches us on an everyday basis. We wouldn't be where we're at without you guys. So I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, to every single social media network, to everybody that's been tuning in, to all the subscribers, and to all the people that viewed us. Thank you, and continue to do so.
I want to thank all our subscribers. We're over 1,800. I'll tell you exactly in a minute, but I wanted to thank all our subscribers. I want to thank all our inspiration: Shake Money, Stephen D, Dolphin Thursday, Jason Sarney. I can't even think of all of them right now. TD Fins Talk. There's so many of them. El Capitan, TFTG.
Mike.
Hooked Up Joe. We'll sit there and talk about Hooked Up Joe and Raphael and Mr. Paul, Crazy Dolphin, and Michael Winters and Jamie and Charles, to everybody in the chat that's right now, like our regulars.
Miss Pamela.
Miss Pamela, definitely. Shout out to our Fin sis, Freaky, aka Mrs. Goodman. Happy Mother's Day to her as well.
Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies, like you said earlier, Winners.
Yes.
Our total subscribers as of this second is 1,895 subscribers on YouTube.
So we're 5 subscribers away from 1,900.
That's awesome.
Yep. That's great.
We've had, in the last 28 days, we've had 1.7 million views.
Damn.
Wow.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's awesome.
Since May 9th, our show on May 9th, no, that was a little video I just did actually the other day. I shared it on the YouTube channel. That's 588 views. May 6th and 7th both have 445 views. Real time in the last 28 days, 48 hours of views.
Right.
Let's see what we have. Yeah, 1.5 million short views of the shorts that I've done and stuff, which I'll have to get y'all access to the YouTube channel so y'all can make some shorts of your own and stuff for the channel.
Right.
Sounds good.
There's been 410 views of the live stream and 127 videos. Viewers across formats, returning viewers in the last 28 days. Shorts only, there was 98% returning viewers. And the shorts have 1.7 million views. So 98% of that was returning viewers. And really only 2% was live only. Typical views in the first 28 days was 10 to 20, 30. How viewers find you in the last 28 days? Through the short feeds, YouTube search, other YouTube features, channel pages, and other.
Yes, we got to thank a lot of those guys, our special guests that we've had on who have been in the industry and been doing this, for sharing our link and putting our page out there. And, Big E, Mike Oliveira, Stephen D, Jason Sarney, all the fans of the year that we had on from Mexico to Miami and wherever, who all kept sharing our page and our link.
Well,
also the foreign players we had on that they helped out too. That was great.
Yes.
Quite
April
a few former
14th
players
through May 11th, which is the last 28 days, we've had 5.1 thousand returning viewers. Most of them are late evenings, afternoons. The biggest age is 35 to 44-year-olds, 27.9%.
Come on, Ethan, you got to share with more of your friends.
I'm trying. I was actually just sending it in the group chat right now.
18 to 24% is only 6.2%. Ethan,
so
come
that's
on.
Ethan's department. That's Ethan's department.
You better. You should be getting your whole college campus viewing us and everything.
That's right. That's right. I'll start sharing it around there too.
There you go. All it needs is one. That's it. Need one, and it just spreads.
Yeah. 16.6% are female.
All right.
4.4% Canadian. We actually have 1.3% from Australia. And then 90.8% from US.
Definitely shout out to Australia. That's a whole nother day. Right now it's actually Monday. Right now, Monday morning as we speak.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're kind of like, not the sidebar, but they had a boxing travesty over the weekend. This dude got his butt whooped so bad they threw the towel in. Kambosos, he went against Lomachenko over the weekend, and it was not pretty. I watched the fight this morning. I was bludgeoned. It was bad.
So remember, everybody, when you're looking us up, you have to download the app on your Roku or Fire Stick. You're looking for Huddles Sports Network. Huddles, Huddles Sports Network.
Well, thank you, Huddle Sports Network.
Yes.
Now we got to do them justice and keep it going the way we've been doing and keep growing, and they'll keep us on.
Yes. So other than that, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night, fellas. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining in with us. I appreciate each and every one of you for giving us the support you have given us, and giving us the content to talk about. I appreciate the Fins, the Miami Dolphins, the Miami Dolphin players, the Miami Dolphin alumni, the Miami Dolphin cheerleaders, and the Miami Dolphins fans, who are our biggest supporters, of course. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for letting us do this and giving us what we are here to do and talk about our Miami Dolphins. Anybody else?
And listen, it's a great time. It's just a great time to do what we're doing. I'm happy to do it with you, gentlemen. I appreciate every single one of you guys and love you guys. And like I said before, if it wasn't for the people watching us, we wouldn't be in the position that we're in. So thank you. Continue to support us. Continue to support all Miami Dolphin content creators all over the world, and continue success to us, man. Let's see how far we can take it.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to Papa Paul, Dolphin Winners. Papa Paul, I know this was your baby, your idea. You approached Winners, myself, Tom, Ethan, said you guys interested in doing this, and we all jumped on board. So thanks for the idea. I love the platform. I hope on Roku you have a mute button, so if anybody gets out of hand, we can just.
Well, it's all through StreamYard, so I can still mute them.
Yeah,
okay.
We're good.
This way we don't get no knuckleheads on there, especially if we're going to be on TV.
Here's the thing, brother. We're going to continue the same thing we've been doing on a regular basis. It's going to become collective type of show. Once people sit there and see what type of show we have, and we know that it's not that type of show, they'll understand. You can get let's say what they say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean. There you go.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody else as well. I mean, I've made a lot of good friends to this show, so it's been a pleasure to be doing it for the past year. So I'm excited. It's a good direction we're going in.
Well, you're the young man that's got to carry this all on in the future, Ethan.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I sure ain't gonna live forever.
Well, let's hope that's far off in the future.
Yeah,
exactly.
We got Ethan in his 20s, we got Tom in his 30s, we got Winters in his 40s, and you and I in our 50s, and you're getting closer to 60. So
there you go.
Well,
hopefully we have a while to go.
Ethan, you're young. Live your life to the fullest. If you can't make a show, your life is more important than the show is.
Absolutely.
So you have fun with your friends, with your family. God bless you, brother, and God bless you for just being on our show. We appreciate you very much, brother.
I appreciate y'all as well.
Other than that, I think it's time to say peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Peace, love, and fins up, guys.
Peace.
There we go.